Hello my dear viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Virgo and it's for the month of November, a little bit over 2025. My dear Virgo, this is your general reading about general areas of your life. That means every area of your life, everything that you need to know for November, a little bit over this year 2025. Everything the heavens, the universe want you to know, all important factors, what's hidden, what's coming, what's about to take place, everything. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here. Thank you all for being here. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. I hope this reading supports you in understanding what's coming, what's destined, and what are some factors that will help you perhaps even answer some of your questions. My dear Virgo, my dear viewers, thank you all for being here. I'm in gratitude to all your support, and especially those of you who are supporting me with those extra 2 videos a week that you might watch to support my health. I'm in absolute gratitude for that. I'd like to convey my best wishes to each and every one of you. Thank you all for being here. Now let me begin with the first message for all Virgo. Let's see what's going on for November. Right, we've got the fire energy. That tells me that you're igniting, you're activating, you're starting something in your life. You're about to do something. It can be about a new beginning, supporting others, supporting someone to start over. It is also possible that there could be a fire energy entering your life. Someone of fire energy is usually Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. We'll find out at the end of the reading to see what fire energy is this. This is about freedom. This is about elevation, being upgraded, elevated to high levels. This is about something that's igniting to elevate your life, to upgrade your life, and to give you that sense of freedom that you truly deserve. The next message here shows family. You are concerned about family. You are worried. There is change in your family. You're trying to bring healing. There may be a situation between 2 siblings or 2 children, or an adult and 2 children. There could be something like that. But ultimately, what you need to do, what you need to know is you're taking lead, you're taking control of your family, of your circumstances, and the change that's taking place is going to be healing, and it is going to bring you a lot of peace and quiet, but healing more than anything else. This could be a connection to Chinese year of the dog. Yes, that's that one. Now, I'm just thinking if there's anything else. Something big happening in November, major perhaps changes, family changes. Now, let's have a look at something you've been worried about or thinking about. Let's see if the heavens can give you some answers or some guidance. We're going to take 2 messages from this deck for all Virgo. Okay, so the first one says you are going to recover. There's going to be recovery. There's going to be healing. So if there are issues that you are concerned about, especially in family matters, there is going to be healing. That's number 1. If there is someone not doing well, there is going to be healing. Now the second one, it says no. If you're asking something, should I do this or not? The answer is no. So you've got to be very cautious about this when there is a no. Okay, we'll find out more as we go along. The next chapter is this chapter here. This deck, we're taking 2 messages from this deck for every Virgo. Let's see what's going on. I'll be cutting twice. So the first cut, we have got freedom. Absolutely beautiful. Freedom from all cares and worries. A new chapter that brings you freedom. This is the Aquarius card. Could be connected to someone supporting you that might be Aquarius. Somebody entering your life that might be Aquarius. Also with fire energy in them. That is possible. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius. This is the card of Aquarius. And the Wheel of Fortune that's going to bring you a lot of wealth, abundance, fortune, and intervene. This is going to intervene in your life. The Aquarius here, this person that's got air energy, Aquarius, it's not air energy. It is also about, again, the Chinese year of the dog here is very strong. I do feel like there is going to be a lot of freedom in the next chapter, and you are going to be released from a lot of cares and worries. So that's wonderful to know. And the Wheel of Fortune is going to be very supportive coming very soon. The next message for all Virgo, we've got justice, and justice is connected to Libra. There could be someone Libra in your life, or someone that might have Libra in them. There could be a Libra Taurus. So Libra, Aquarius. Anyway, justice will prevail for you in case there is anything that is done wrongful by you. Everything is going to be working well for your highest good. If there's a lawsuit, if there's a court case, if there's any injustice, it's all going to be justified and justice will prevail for you. So that's great news. And that's the end of this chapter. And now we come on to another deck, which we are going to take again 2 messages. Here we go. And these 2 messages we are going to cut twice. So let's see, what else do you need to know, my dear Virgo? Let's have a look. Dear Virgo, cutting once, and then the second one will be wow, we got celebrations. This is about rejoicing, celebrating. You're preparing for something really big. I feel like it's connected to this fire. There could be someone that might have fire energy in them also, that is celebrating or preparing for this joyous occasion, preparations. Something wonderful is happening, and there's a lot of celebrations. And this could be celebrating family matters also, or somebody in the family. The next one shows the 7 of Cups, which shows that you do have choices, but you've got to choose wisely. One moment, my dear Virgo. I just needed some water. Now, as I was saying, you've got to choose wisely, and you will, because there's a great opportunity of emotional fulfillment that is going to come out of this situation. So you're destined to choose well. And if it's it could be in connection to someone that's got Libra in them, so your choice is a good choice. In case it is to do with you or your family, there is a Libra involved. There's an Aquarius. It could be a Libra Aquarius involved. Okay, now Libra Taurus involved, because Libra and Taurus are united with Venus. Now let's take on 3 more messages from another deck. So that's wonderful. A great opportunity of emotional fulfillment entering your life, or finally you're coming to terms with it. Now, 3 messages, and I'm cutting only once for Virgo. Wow, how amazing is that? Look at this. The Fool, which is this freedom. A chapter that's coming, that you are going to be set free from something or someone. Maybe somebody's leaving home and you're having more freedom, more room. I feel like you are going to be free from cares and worries that you're very worried about. Like some of you could be getting one of your children get married, one of your children is getting married. Some of you might be leaving a difficult situation and moving forward in a new situation where it's all easy and comfortable and less to worry about. Some of you could be meeting the one and everything is over, you recover. Some of you could be having issues, family issues that are going to be all sorted out, and then finally there's peace and quiet and nothing to worry about. But certainly with the Fool, it's magnificent. It's just incredible. This is absolutely beautiful. This is probably what you are celebrating, so I'll put that one there. Now the Fool twice, freedom. And then we've got the Page of Cups. This is someone that will be inspiring. Sometimes I connect this to Pisces because of the fish. Could be someone that might be Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio, water energy, that is going to be proposing an idea, coming up with some sort of an inspiration. Either way, it is going to be very helpful. And we'll see what this is all about when I clarify. We've got the Knight of Wands. Some of you are thinking of a trip, taking a trip, or taking action in regard to something. We'll find out. For some Virgo, it will be action, taking in regard to something that they need to do. And some of you could be taking a trip. We'll find out all about this afterwards. Oh my God, look at this now. We have the 3 of Cups. I'll show it to you so you can really believe it. 3 of Cups. Celebrations. This is magnificent. This is what you're celebrating. You are celebrating something incredible. Something magnificent is taking place. It could be a windfall even. This can be a windfall, a lot of money, or a gift of money, or an investment paying off, or selling or buying a home. But there is a lot of money coming in regard to this celebration. And some of you could be really organizing something so wonderful that you'll be celebrating, having a party, chucking a party, having a wedding, chucking a party. We haven't used that since, oh my God, since high school. Chucking a party. That means throwing a party, chucking a yui. It's just an Australian slang. Throwing a party, could be organizing an engagement, a wedding. You're doing something magnificent and you're overwhelmed with joy and happiness. So whatever you're organizing, it's really giving you a lot of happiness. Wow. Okay, and that's that. That is perfectly that. I'll just move this one a little bit over here. All right. Now that's the end of this part here. Oh, I didn't see what was, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Now let's move on to the next level. 2 messages from this deck. Let's have a look for all Virgo. What do they need to know? I'll be cutting twice. The first one, it says the 2 of Swords. This is about having reached an impasse. There's something that's out of your hands. You're not able to do much about it. You're doing your best. That's all you can do. There could be money conflicts. There could be cutting corners needed. But ultimately, with the sword, because it's the swords, there will be a breakthrough. Some truth is going to come to light, and you might be cutting money here and there. Like I said, there could be, there may be a little bit of uncomfort regarding money situations. I also feel like there could be some sort of law situation, because we've got law and order here. For career, maybe some of you, it could be career, it could be studying law and order. But because we've got the justice system here, there could be a jurisdiction. Oh my God, I can hardly pronounce. I always have issue pronouncing jurisdiction. Anyway, there may be a situation, it might be called for, Judy, but I just feel like there is some sort of a law situation that is going to be resolved. Maybe some sort of injustice has happened regarding your pay cut or somebody in your family's pay cut. So you're defending the situation. There is a situation to do with defending. Someone might be fired for the wrong reason, and you're fighting for that person. So that is a possibility. Overall, the 2 of Swords does show a sort of like an ending, but at the same time fulfillment. Not fulfillment, sorry. At the same time, a breakthrough to see the truth. Maybe something better is coming along. The next one is a spiral, which is really wonderful because it counteracts this. It says something's going out of control and you're climbing the ladder, upward trend, which is really good, upward trend. So that's going to help you escalate to high levels. And it could be this fire energy. And it shows that some of you might be visiting an old job, thinking going back to somewhere where you worked before or working for yourself. There is a promotion. There are connections supporting everything that you're doing. A lot of connections and promotions. So there could be a leadership position and you might be absolutely in control. Now I'm going to take 2 messages from this deck and 4 messages. 2 from one section of this deck. For all Virgo, that's the 2 from this one, and then because I've divided this into 2, I'll be taking 2 from another section. Then I'll clarify the cards after we go through this together. July seemed to be nominated, and July could be July 2026 because we're already past July, but it can also mean that it's in connection to someone that is born in July who is either Leo or Cancer or Leo, someone that might have Cancer or Leo. It might be in connection to a broken wish. It says there is a broken wish, like a wish that you wanted so much but it wasn't granted. So wish will not be granted if there is something you wanted. That's what we're going to know here. I feel like it's a wish that is not going to be granted because it looks like the broken wishbone says no, like negative. Wish will not be granted, and we've got to know also. So there is something that you need to sort of come to terms with, that maybe the answer may be no to. In regard to this, if you are planning a trip or taking action in regard to something at a time connected to July, then maybe you should try to avoid it, whatever it may be that you're thinking of doing around July. July is nominated with a wish not coming true, not being granted. And because I put it here without knowing, like we do things without knowing exactly how, I usually put them over here and then do this one and put it over here. But because they sat next to the Knight of Wands, it shows to me that you might want to take some sort of action that might be involving a trip or a move or an action, taking action. So you've got to be very careful, because there is a situation. If the situation is involving July, around July 2026, or in reference to July, or there could be someone that's Cancer or Leo that's involved, then refrain from this, try to avoid doing this situation. It could be about something that you're starting over, somebody starting over the nest, is starting a family, starting a new home, starting a new marriage, getting ready for marriage. Maybe the celebration is all about marriage and preparations for marriage. Starting over can also means a new relationship, a new home, a new place, and a new business or a new job. According to me, according to the tea leaf, it says an emotionally secure, loving family is very important to you, which is true. An emotionally secure, loving family is very important to you. So, yes. The ball is all about surprises. It's all about wonderful things that are coming ahead. Abundance also. And according to the tea leaf, that was according to me, according to the tea leaf, there's plenty of material things. So abundance, yes. Okay, now I'm going to clarify the cards. Let's just have a look at what's going on here. Now, we're going to start with, all right. We'll start with the celebration. Let's see, what is it that everybody's celebrating? Every Virgo is celebrating. Right. Yes. Oh, wow. You are celebrating something to do with Libra. This is the Libra card, Justice. You are celebrating something that you might have won. You might have won a case. You might have won some injustice. It all went your way. Also, it can be in regard to karma. Cause and effect, making the right choices. You want to make things right. And ultimately, what has been wrong is going to be rectified. It's going to be all okay. I feel like there is someone very strong, Libra, in your life. They could be born Taurus, they're Libra, or they could be born Libra with a lot of Taurus. I just feel it's, I'm getting that strong feeling that there is a Libra here, very strong in your life. But justice is going to be all there for you. And that is the main reason. This celebration is to do with Libra, very strong. And it's to do with justice, two things, Libra and justice. Okay, so the other card may be helping us to understand what's next. The Four of Cups. This may be about someone that wasn't quite happy, always sad, lonely, feeling lonely, not very hopeful, feeling as though they, they missed out on opportunities. This is going to be over because things are going to be working out well for them, and that's hence the celebrations. So that's really great. Let's have a look at the freedom. What is the freedom all about? For all Virgo. Oh, wow, you got the sun. The sun is going to be shining in your path and bringing you a lot of success, a lot of abundance, a lot of strength, a lot of compassion, a lot of happiness, a lot of truth, a lot of radiance, and a lot of success. Abundance in many areas. That's incredible. Wow, the Seven of Pentacles is a major rise in your money. Maybe that's why you are being set free. A lot of money is coming and it's changing your future. Things that you've done in the past are paying off. Plans put into action. Purchases you might have made. There is so much preparations here. I feel like there's a lot of preparations. And you've put a lot of effort. And something is paying off big time. There is a major rise in your money, which is really magnificent. So that's truly incredible. So now we know what that is all about. Let's have a look at what is this action that you're taking. If it's a trip for all Virgo, what is the Knight of Wands all about? And I wanted to ask if it was connected to, but we'll get to it. We'll get to understand it. All right. So it does say it's all about the present right now. You are in gratitude for the abundance that's coming in your life. There is a lot of abundance coming. And that's why you've got the Sun and you've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about wealth, a major rise in your money. So that is truly magnificent. And the Sun is going to give you a lot. Tranquility, success is coming. You are going to be in so much gratitude. So that is wonderful. Whatever action you're taking is okay. It's nothing to do with a wish not being granted. There could be a soulmate ties. You might be uniting two people together. You might be uniting with your soulmate. And it could be a past life connection. Soulmate is coming into your life. That's what this is. This is a soulmate. And this soulmate, my dear Virgo, is someone that has strong fire energy in them. A lot of fire. That could be Aries, it could be Leo, it could be Sagittarius. But there is a lot of fire energy. We'll find out at the end to see what is the fire energy in the soulmate. Okay, that's very important. It could be a Leo, you know, very strong, because July is Cancer, but it's also Leo. So it could be that. Okay, we'll find out more. And the sun. The sun is the ruler of Leo. So there's a connection with Leo. Someone that will have strong Leo in them. Now let's have a look at, there could be a water sign with fire. Have a look at Page of Cups. What's going on with the Page of Cups for all Virgo? Yes. Oh, wow. I see. I see what this is. Now it sort of makes sense. It looks like some of you. Okay, so Venus is wonderful. I talked about Venus before in regard to Libra. There's a Libra with Taurus in them. Libra, Taurus, Venus is about money, wealth, and love. Okay, I'll show it to you so you can see it and read it by yourself. Wealth and love. Love and wealth together. That's what Venus is all about. The wealth part comes from Venus, from Taurus. And the Libra part is all about love, attraction, harmony, romance, all of that. And the Taurus is about wealth. It's about being grounded, being real, someone wonderful. I do feel like there is someone like that entering your life, for sure. They might have fire energy, but I also feel like some of you are blocking your thoughts and your memories. You're suffering in silence, and there are regrets. I don't know what it is that you are regretting, but there could be a regret about something that might have happened in the past, or someone that might. There is some sort of, they won't tell me exactly what the regret is, but it's too late from that because you're moving on. The soulmate is here. There is going to be healing. There's going to be success, and there is moving forward. Let's have a look. This could be also in regard, this could be in regard to someone that's got water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, that you might be regretting that you might have missed out on a situation, perhaps. Regretting maybe because there could be someone not going well with someone else. That could be a family situation where there could be two siblings. One could be Taurus, Libra. The other one could be Pisces, water energy with fire. Pisces, Aries, Caspi. And they might not be getting along, and you might be having issues there because there are family issues, but they are going to heal. And that's important. And for some of you, it could be a love situation where someone new came into the picture. You wanted somebody else, or there could be someone new entering in your life. Don't forget, my dear Virgo, there are all kinds of levels of Virgo. From 20s to 40s is one lifestyle. From 40s upwards, it's a different lifestyle. So let's talk about that. For some of you who are the younger, or perhaps the older Virgos, I see fire energy coming in your life for some of you. I see that there is Earth and Libra and Taurus here available in your life now. But there is a possibility of someone new entering your life. You know, some of you might be getting married to someone that's Libra, Taurus. That's for sure, because we got that also here. But I also see that there is a situation where there's a water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, that might have fire in them, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Very interesting. Some Virgos are going through dealing with someone that might be Libra with Pisces, Libra, Pisces, and there may be an issue where things are not going well because the Two of Swords doesn't work. Sometimes it's an ending, and you might be starting fresh with someone that's fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, or you could be dealing with a cuspy, Pisces, Aries, and there may be a situation to do with Libra, Taurus. There is that. So it depends what age group you are in, and it all depends. But let me find out more about the Libra part. The Justice. The Justice could be just about something working well. It is about destiny. Okay, destiny is in the story, and there is the removal of a something or someone. Okay, so we got the Tower. Is it the Tower? Sudden News? Yeah. The Tower. The Tower is the removal of something or someone from your life, because destiny is intervening. I get it. Now I get it. Oh my goodness. I absolutely get it. For the older Virgos, and when I say old, I'm talking 40 plus. 40 plus Virgos, there could be an ending between a Virgo and an air energy Libra. Someone that's Libra. They might be Libra Taurus, which is very hard because the Taurus goes beautiful well between like the earth and the air. They don't go well together, but the Libra and the earth will go well with Virgo unless there's an intervention of someone else. There could be a third party here. This person could be a child. That could be family issues, possibly. But destiny is intervening to remove this person in your life, not because they're a bad person, not because you're a bad person. This is happening because you are destined to be with someone else, and they are destined to be with someone else. And the situation could be involving children. That could be one. There is an emotional opportunity coming. So there is a destiny for you separate than the person that you are with. Another destiny there. So I feel like the Wheel of Fortune shows that karma is going to intervene. There's going to be an ending of a chapter, the removal of someone from your life and bringing forth someone new into your life. And this is happening, I think, for the 40s plus, not the younger ones, unless some of the younger ones are in a relationship with a Libra that might have in them, for example, Aquarius. Because we did have Aquarius here very strong. If there's Aquarius, that would be major turbulence and uncomfort, and there's a lot of issues, especially if they're dealing with you as an earth and if there's a child that's water energy. This is becoming very deep, and I don't want to get too deep and too, using psychology to analyze all this. It's so, because there's so much contradiction here. I see some of you getting married and preparing to be with someone forever. With an Aquarius, and the others are getting preparing to get married to a Libra Taurus. And then I'm seeing later on, this is coming to an end, an opportunity of love, and then there is someone new who is water energy, Pisces with fire energy, possibly Leo. So destiny is going to be intervening. It's going to controlling situations until to get you to the next level. But with this destiny comes also a lot of fortune, a lot of luck, a lot of fortune. That is the reason why there is a major rise in your money. A lot of wealth is coming your way. And that's why things are spiraling up and upgrading you. And you know what? I'll tell you one more thing in regard to know. I'll explain it to you in a second. In regard to know, why we got to know, okay? First, I want to tell you about this wealth that's coming. This is magnificent. This is just incredible because you're skyrocketing. Your level of abundance is going really high. You are going to plan how to put money into investments, how to buy property. There's a lot of that happening all over the place. And promotions and everything. That's why there's major rise in your money. The sun is there to give you a lot, justice for you. But the reason we got the no here, now I understand the no. The no is for some of you where you're questioning about one partner and your relationship, what will happen. I feel like there is a partner that's ending. They're being removed from your life because of their destiny, and your destiny are two different destinies. And that's what this is. Your soulmate and their soulmate is coming. So I feel like you're destined for happiness. You're destined for a new life. And you'll be in very much gratitude, even though you might be sad at the beginning. But later on, you are going to be connecting with your soulmate. And so is the person. Whoever this person is, could also be the person getting connected to their soulmate. Another important factor that I forgot to mention, the water energy can be Pisces, right? It can be very well Pisces, but also they can be Cancer, because Cancer is July also, born in July. So now that we established this, we talked about everything. I'll find out the opportunity of emotional fulfillment, 7 of Cups for all. Yes, it's happening very soon. We've got December, January, February, the timing. We've got some action happening. Fire energy is entering your life. This fire energy. This is the opportunity of emotional fulfillment. Glasses on to read this properly. So December, January, February for timing. Life force energy being activated. Your new passion is starting. You're becoming so empowered. This Sagittarius here, strong Sagittarius, because we've got the Temperance card. That's the fire energy. So this person that's entering your life, or this opportunity of emotional fulfillment, is connected to Sagittarius. It says everything is going to be okay. There's transmutations, major new lifestyle. Just be a little bit patient. Healing is coming. Everything is coming. And there's going to be growth. There's going to be happiness. There's going to be goals achieved, progress, and new way of life that you are going to love. So destiny is truly intervening and taking you to the best next level. Now let's have a look at the next chapter, which is a few messages, and then I'll get to see which star sign combinations are overwhelming you and the ones that are leaving, the ones that are coming, my dear Virgo. This is all for you. It is going to be safe for you to fall in love. You need to love yourself first to give yourself the right to love. Loving yourself makes you very romantically attractive. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that's self-respect is very important. It's safe for you to fall in love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest level of all, which is love, the energy of love. And then let's see from the hearts what your heart is saying, what somebody else's heart is saying regarding you, what's going on with the hearts, what's in the hearts. That's some things are being said and sometimes are not being said for all Virgo. Okay, here we go. So we got one opened up. I need one more. What are some things that Virgos need to know? Okay, so we got 3. Let's have a look. It says you are the only one I see. So if you are jealous or worried about someone or concerned, you are the only one they see. You are the only one I see. So that's really wonderful. Let me take you out on a date. Somebody wants to date you. Wow. This could be the new soulmate that's coming in your life. Pretty. I see you in my dreams. Soulmate always sees you in their dream. You see each other in their dream until you meet. And you know you've seen that person before. That's when a soulmate is about to come in your life. Now I'll do the final message, and then I'll do the star sign combination of your soulmate, the one that's leaving, who you're dealing with, all of that. The truth for all, Virgo. And it says, deep in your heart, you already know the truth. The answer is there within you. So do what feels right, because you already know the true answer. My dear Virgo, you already know. Okay, now that we've established that, let's have a look at the star signs. And okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about is what is your soulmate, because your soulmate is showing that they're coming. So for those Virgos who are not aware, you need 2 factors for you to have your soulmate. Your soulmate must have in them fire first to regenerate you, to give you a foundation so you can thrive. And to replenish you, you need water. And you know what's incredible? They're both coming. They're both here. They're both coming. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. So I feel like for those of you who are a bit older, like 40 plus, you might be leaving behind an air energy like Libra or Aquarius. Anyone that's got Aquarius or Libra in them, you might be leaving them and saying goodbye to them. They're being removed because a new destiny is coming, which is water energy and fire. For the younger ones, you're still falling in love with Aquarius, Libra, and that's just okay. It's all good. Now, let's move on to the next level. Now, we know who they are as for your soulmate. Now, there are people that you might be consumed with, dealing with. There may be children. There may be family, siblings, best friends. There may be that person that you're leaving behind and they're going, which is the Libra or Aquarius. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. The more they are, the more the majority of Virgos will be dealing with. So let's see who's who and what's what. I'm going to be cutting and taking 2 until it reaches to the section time where I talk about them. We got Pisces. This could be connected to this. And we got Uranus, which is Aquarius. We have 2 Aquarius, and this is the 3rd Aquarius, the air energy. Okay, so let's move forward. We got Leo, fire energy. Remember I said Leo is very strong in your reading? It was very, very strong. And now we move on. So that's Leo, fire energy. And we got Sagittarius once. So Leo has come twice. The truth for all Virgo. We'll finally get to know everything. Uranus, Aquarius is very strong in your life. There could be some list for Aquarius. And then we've got water energy, Scorpio. Let's move forward. Okay, one Libra. There's the Libra, air energy. I'll put it, oh my goodness. I'll just put it over here. Then we've got Mercury, which is Virgo, Gemini. Let's have a look for all Virgos. Who are they consumed with, dealing with on a high level? We've got Pluto, Scorpio, and we've got Moon, Cancer, water energy. So we do have a few water. Let's keep going. Okay, Aquarius is taking over. And then we've got Venus, which is the one that I was talking about. There it is, Libra, Taurus. Okay, Libra, Taurus, I'll just put it over here, because it's air and earth, and we'll get to it, like Mercury. Was that Mercury? Yeah. All right. Gemini, Virgo. Here we go. The truth. Okay, so, oh my God, Aquarius is taken over completely. And then we got Sagittarius, but Aquarius, that's what? Nearly 5, 6? The truth. All right, and we got Sagittarius has come up again. Pluto, Scorpio, 3 times, I think. Let's keep going till we get it all in. Okay, Pisces has doubled or practically tripled, I think. Sagittarius tripled. Pisces, water energy is, wait a minute. Air, where is the water energy? Over here. Yeah, over here. All right. Let's move forward. The truth for all Virgos. Okay, so we got Mercury again, Virgo, Gemini, and we've got Aries. All right, Mars is the ruler of Aries. The truth for all Virgo. We need a little bit more so we can really establish everything. Fire, Leo, Aries again. So there could be a Pisces, Aries, cuspy. You know, there could be born Pisces with Aries in them. So there it is. There's Pisces, water. And then we got Capricorn. I'll take just a little bit more. 1 or 2 more. I just need to see if there's earth. Yes. And there's fire. And then finally I'll take just one more set. One more set. And Neptune has come up. There is strong Pisces. I was right about this. And this is the final one. All right, so we got Gemini and we got Pluto. Okay, now let's talk about, first we'll talk about your soulmate, because soulmate is coming in the reading. It was there. And it is what? Fire and water. Fire and water. So let's go fire first. You need fire to regenerate. And this is water. We'll talk about water in a moment. We're going to talk about fire. Where is the fire? Oh, here. This came accidentally. All right, fire energy. All right, let's have a look if we have enough fire and how much do we have. So we've got Aries twice, Sagittarius 3 times, no, 4 times Sagittarius. 1, 2, 3, and Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. And we have Temperance, so that's 5 Sagittarius. We have 3 Leo, and there were 2 Leos, that's 5 Leos. So fire energy control, and then there's 2 Aries, okay? So the majority of Virgos are going to be dealing with someone that has very, very strong Sagittarius in them, because we've got Temperance and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Sagittarius with Temperance included. And we've got Leo, 3, and there were 2 Leos with the Sun and 1 more Leo, the Strength card, I think. So I'd say Sagittarius first, second Leo, or Leo, both on the same degree. Both are very high ranking. In the fire energy, the majority of Virgo are going to be dealing with Sagittarius or Leo. And then the last ranking is just Aries. There's only 2 Aries. So not a lot of Virgo will be dealing with Aries. A lot of Virgo are going to be dealing with Leo and Sagittarius. As for fire, this is what's coming. Fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo. So that's what you need to regenerate and start over and start great over. Replenish. Now we need water. Where is the water? We come here to the water. Let's remove these. We got our fire established. Now let's see the water. What have we got? We've got Pisces. There's 3. Pluto, the moon, Pluto 3, Scorpio, and Pisces again. So it's between 1, 2, 3, 4 Scorpios, and we have how many Pisces? 4 Pisces. Very interesting. So we have 4 Pisces and 4 Scorpios. This tells me the water energy can be either, for the majority of Virgo, either Pisces or Scorpio. very strong water energy. Oh, and for some of you, there will be Cancer also. So this shows to me that maybe the decision making and the situation, maybe it wasn't about someone born in July, unless they are Leo, because we have very strong Leo. Okay, so you got the water established. Now we know who the water energy is. Pisces and Scorpio leading the way, and then the last one was Cancer. For the majority of you, it's the ones that are the highest level. And then we come to the next one, next best thing, which is Earth. Earth is someone that you can blend well together, do well together. We have two of them. We've got Capricorn. Capricorn goes well with you, wonderful together, but you also need a little bit of water to replenish. They need water as much as you do, and you need fire. So if there is a Capricorn coming in your life, they should, and they will have, without a doubt, there is fire coming into your life. So we know that for a fact, and there is a water energy that's going to inspire you also. So I feel like fire energy is the priority that's coming to regenerate you. And then they might have a little bit of earth, they might have a little bit of air. We'll talk about the air. So what's important now, we've got Gemini here, very important, okay? Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and so is Virgo. Virgo is an earth energy like yourself, my dear Virgo, but there is Gemini here, someone that has Gemini Virgo, because they're both ruled by you, and Gemini are ruled by Mercury. So there is a very strong person in your life that is Gemini born with Virgo, or Virgo born with Gemini. This person could be someone that's leaving your life if it's a relationship, or it could be a sibling, family member, or someone that you are very much connected with to a high level on a daily basis, like a best friend or a relative or something like that. Or it can be a relationship that is coming to an end. Why I say it's coming to an end? There's a reason. The air energies are leaving your life if you're 40 plus. If you're young, between 20 up to 35, I would say that there is an air energy, Virgo, Gemini, coming into your life. It is possible. Okay, so now we've got Uranus, which is really the most hardest one, because there is the removal of someone, and that's why I'm talking. And the removal of that person is to do with air energy. I feel like the most is to do with Aquarius. And we got a lot of Aquarius here, a lot of Aquarius. This is Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius. We got 2 Aquarius cards, the Fool, and then we got 4 Aquarius, right? These 4. So that makes it 6 Aquarius. There is someone that has very strong Aquarius in your life. This could be a relationship that's ending. If you're 40 plus, this could be a relationship to do with a family member, a child even, that might be Pisces with Aquarius. There could be those of you who are younger, 35 below, could be starting a relationship with someone that is Aquarius. Very, very strong Aquarius here. There may be some of you dealing with Libra. There is quite Libra here, 3 Libra, because we have Justice twice, and this is the 3rd Libra. So there is Libra also, 3 Libra. Some of you could be, again, dealing with a Libra. Some of you may be saying goodbye to a Libra at the same time. So that was that, and then that's it. That's the finale. We got everything established. Now the rest remains up to you. You let us know what you think. This goes with Aquarius, which was right here. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up. But before you give me a thumbs up, I want you to understand and let me know what is going on in regard to these. These star signs, who are they to you? Just talk about it with the community. Just say, I am with this, I'm leaving this, this is what probably is coming, I've had a relationship with that, my sibling is this, my son is this, my daughter is this, my best friend. You know, just to put a perspective towards these signs, because I know they're very accurate, but to put a perspective by a Virgo like yourself, it just makes it all wonderful to read. And you guys can, you know, collaborate together and get to understand what's coming and what isn't. And I love doing this. If you guys don't like it at the end, I don't mind removing it, but if you like it, I'll continue doing it. I also wanted to let you know that I'm in absolute gratitude for your support. Thank you all for being here. I convey my best wishes to all of you. Have a wonderful weekend. And also, please do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Nothing in this channel costs anything. It's all free and done completely and wholeheartedly. I wish you the best of the best with everything that's happening in your life. Love, light, peace. Namaste.